Alright guys, today we're going to be solving one of the biggest issues I have with this car, and that is the stock stereo. So as of this current moment, this is what we are dealing with. Factory head unit. It gives me static and, regular issues that stock head units will give you. We should have everything here that we need to fix that issue. New dash bezel, Pioneer doubled in, wiring, stuff like that. So taking this all apart, ain't that hard. Go ahead and take this bottom piece out. Just comes right out, just like that. Then up in here, there's going to be a singular screw. It's right here, just Phillips. That's all you gotta take out, just that one Phillips. And this whole piece should come out. So you pop it back a little bit. Once you got this side loose, you should be able to just grab this whole top piece and pull back a little bit. I might need both my hands. Hopefully that's a good enough view for you guys, but just get both hands up in here. She comes right back. We're turning on lights and everything else. Once you have that out, there's some connectors in the back you gotta undo. Just get it down and around the steering wheel, but got two connectors here. Just get those undone. Once those are out, you can set that to the side. Just gonna put that down there. After you get that piece out, down in here, there's a little cover you need to take off. So I'm just gonna do that now. Simple, just like that. And once those are out, there's a, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the camera up in there. It's not looking like it, but there's two screws up in here. You'll see them. Just take those out. All right, these are the two screws I was talking about. They're just a Phillips or a 8mm. I used the Phillips screwdriver to get them out. After you got that out, should be able to just pull back on this ever so slightly. If I can do this with one hand as well. All right, I made the mistake for you guys, so don't pull from the bottom whenever you get those two bolts out. First, do it from the top. And then once you have the top done, you should be able to just pop this out. But all this is free now. Wiggle that out. And I'm gonna just set it there for right now. Yeah, as you can see, I broke mine. So don't make the same mistake as I did. Just go ahead and disconnect everything that is connected to this and take the whole piece out, because you're gonna have to switch it over to the new bezel. All right guys, from this point, all you're doing is swapping everything over from this bezel to this one. I'm just gonna time lapse it because it's gonna take who knows how long. And you have your wiring that came with the radio, and then you're gonna have to buy this separately unless you can find a bezel kit that has this included. I'll put in the description where I got all this, but this is simple. All you're doing here is just matching up the wire colors from the radio to the one on here that goes to the car. So red goes to red, green goes to green, white goes to white, white and black goes to white and black. You just match the colors up, that simple. Also got this, it's just a red one. Instead of having the red and gray, it'll just be all red. So yeah, we're just gonna time lapse this, get it done, and see you after. All right, so I'm gonna probably stop the time lapse right here because I don't have enough batteries for this. I got a couple more, but this is gonna take a while. But whenever you're putting this bottom piece in, some of these buttons may get stuck. So just be aware of that, mess with them, and make sure you adjust this until all of them go in and out smoothly. And then I'll probably put a little piece of the video in here of splicing all of these together real quick. But like I said, this is pretty simple. You're just taking the stuff from there, putting it on here, and then matching these colors up. To put these together, I'm just using regular crimps. It's inside the car, it's not going to get wet, so I'm not soldering it or anything like that. Just crimping them up. Simple, there to there. Alright, I'm going to try to make this as easy as follow along as possible. So one, you're going to have blue and white wire, which is for your amp. You're going to have to sadly cut into the factory wiring. I'll show you this one here in a second. Your antenna, you're going to splice and cut into the red wire from this one. I mean, they're both red, but this wire is a little thicker, so I use that one. But splice into the red wire, that's power for your antenna. That's what this is for, the blue wire. And then you have this light green one. This is for your parking brake. That one's going to go to the ground on here, which is the black wire. That one's just to tell the head unit that the parking brake's always on and you can use it whenever you want. So that wire I was talking about, the blue and white one that you need to crimp, it's on this little gray connector. And if you pay attention to detail, you see the squares and the wires? It's that first pin on the right in the front. It's this one right here you need to cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, get it cut, spliced in, then we're gonna make sure everything works. No, this does not make me happy to do. Splicing the factory wiring. Not cool. So the one on the connector here, just fold out of the way. The connector doesn't connect up to anything, so take that one off later. The one that's coming up out is the one you want. This one's really small, so I'm gonna double layer this one. Fold it over itself. Make sure she's on there, which she is. Alright, so we're just gonna plug this in, guys, and make sure everything works the way it's supposed to. Ugh. These two right here, not needed. In antenna. All right. We got power. It's good. It's good. All right, because of YouTube purposes, I think I can only put like 6 seconds worth of any music. This is like non-copyrighted music, so I should be fine either way, but I'm gonna just play a few seconds here so you guys can hear it. Works really well. So now I'm gonna unconnect that and get the bezel and stuff back together, and I'll just time lapse that, guys. Okay, so I got this whole piece all together, ready to go. Okay, that's it. All connected up. Just make sure you're not clipping any of your wires or anything. They're all back in there. voila. Before we put everything else back together, just quick check again, make sure everything's on. So just finish putting her back together. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the obvious color difference there. Kind of sucks. But aftermarket stuff, so you'll have that. And this little piece just goes up here. All in all, finished product isn't too bad. One thing I want to tell you guys, this broke again. So I got another video coming out on quick release bumper clips, so that'll be nice to have because the metal brackets did not work for these roads out here. These roads are very crap, so yeah. All in all, I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing I'd like to change is the color difference, but aftermarket stuff, you're gonna have that. Is what it is. Yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully it was detailed enough for you to follow along. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.